Alright, what's up guys? This is Brazen Reviews. Today I'll be reviewing this Venum Face Saver headgear. So first off, I want to say this is some pretty good headgear in terms of a face saver. I've tried maybe two different kinds, and this is probably my favorite. It does the job well. Protects your head, protects your nose, your eyes, protects just about everything except for your chin, which is not a huge deal because not a lot of headgears do protect the chin. But other than that, there's not too many openings for you to get hit in the face. So we'll just take a look at the padding. There's the padding on the ear, pretty thick. And then padding on the temple. There's like some sort of mold that doesn't let this bend or move very much. So it's like an extra layer of protection almost. And as you can see, the padding is nice and thick up here. It's kind of a hard padding, so it absorbs punches well, but it also doesn't because it's really dense. If it was just a little bit softer up here, I think it would be perfect, but I can't complain. This is some pretty good padding. And then face bars, not bendy at all, so that's not gonna collapse or anything. It will move just a little bit, but not too much. And then as you get down to the chin, that same mold that's up here around the face bar, it's not down here, so this is nice and bendy. But you will feel the punches more when you get hit here, because this will just go straight into your jaw, whereas here, if you get punched, it doesn't bend into your face or your head as much, so it does a better job of protecting. So I guess that's why it's a lot more dense, and they have some sort of mold inside to prevent punches from coming in and bending into your head, because there are a lot of headgears that don't have that extra protection inside, and it's just straight up padding, and you will feel punches a lot more. Here's the back. There's padding on the back of that. It's not like super well padded, but there is just a little bit in case you have any dirty sparring partners. Here's the design. Pretty cool design from Venum. The design in the front's alright. It's a little bit tacky, but if you get some nice gloves, like some red, white, black gloves, any combination of those three colors, it'll look pretty good. It'll match well with anything. What else? They have a pretty good mechanism up top to tighten around your head, because when I first got this, it was too big for me and it was sliding around a lot, which will still happen even if you tighten it up, because the inside here is just that same, I don't know if it's leather or synthetic leather, but that same material that's on the outside. So once you start getting sweaty, this will just slide right across your skin, and there's not very much friction at all. But once you tighten that up, it becomes pretty stable and doesn't slide around as much. So yeah, I do like that they added this up top, as well as this Velcro back here. This does a good job of bringing it together as well. Chin strap fits pretty good. I did have some issues with this chin strap scratching my chin and lower chin, kind of under my chin. It would leave some scratch marks because, as I was saying earlier, this headgear does move around. So the edges of this Velcro strap would scratch my chin and leave some marks, which isn't good. So I tape that up with some athletic tape you probably have in your gym or wherever you can buy for cheap, and that pretty much resolved that issue. This part right here would also scratch my neck, but once I tape this up, it doesn't move around as much, so this hasn't scratched my neck since. So yeah, looks pretty much brand new since when I first got it. I got it like 6 months ago. I don't know if this is how it was when I first got it, but it's almost like molding to my head, so that's a plus. It becomes kind of like your own headgear that'll fit specifically to you, especially when you tighten it up. But yeah, there's no like damage at all, really. No scratches, no tears, no bad seams. It says handmade in Thailand, and yeah, this one was made very well. Haven't had any issues with wear and tear yet, so that's cool. Again, I'm not sure what kind of material this is. You can probably look it up. It feels pretty much like real leather, so I'm gonna just say it's leather. This painting is good. It's not like some cheap paint that just chips off. I haven't had any scratches on it really. Oh, here's a little mark, but that's not even like a scratch. That's just another mark from someone else's glove, I think. They got this bar right here over the ear just to add some rigidity. Velcro's nice and high quality. Hasn't loosened up at all. Let's see. Inside's well stitched. They didn't try to cheat you and only stitch the outside well. They also stitched the inside really good. But yeah, as you can see, it's just that same leather material, so it will get wet and slide around. So something I like to do is I like to, whenever I have time in between rounds, I just take it off real quick and wipe it off with my shirt or some paper towels, and then it's good to go. Not sponsored by Venum, so go ahead and just watch this video and try to compare it to other ones, other face savers or any headgear for that matter, and you decide what kind of face or what kind of headgear you want. But Venum, if you're watching this, please send me some free stuff. Let me go ahead and put it on, show you guys what it looks like. So yeah, I mean, it fits really good, just like not even strapped up. As you can see, it's like molded to my head. As soon as I tightened it, then once I strap that up, it doesn't move nearly as much as compared to when I first had it. I didn't tighten it at all, and this thing was all over the place. But yeah, the uppercuts, if they hit you correctly, I mean, maybe if I move the strap back, the uppercut will kind of move it a lot more than any other punch really, but they would have to catch you clean right on the face bar, which doesn't really, I don't even know if that's ever really happened to me. But yeah, so as far as vision goes, I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but I can pretty much see everything. This thing can get in the way of seeing punches that come from below, so that's kind of one drawback. But if you're in your natural boxing stance and you tuck your chin, you can pretty much see just about everything from like from their waistline to their head basically. So you can pretty much see everything nice and open, which is something I love about this headgear, because some face savers do limit your vision a lot. But here's the headgear from the side. Back, and then I don't know if you can see my nose very well, but it's fairly close. There's only like this much space between my nose and the headgear. Like I can barely fit my pinky between the nose and the headgear. So if you do get hit hard enough, this thing will move back, not necessarily the face bar, but the whole headgear will move back like that, and it'll hit your nose. But even when that happens, it's not hitting flush, so you won't really feel any pain. You'll just feel it touch your nose, and it's nothing big. It's not a big deal at all. Yeah, let me give you guys one more close-up look. There's the material. It does look like real leather. I'll have to double check. I like how this top lining is separated from this padding, because as I was saying earlier, this padding doesn't really bend as much, but this is nice and foldable, I guess, so it'll tighten up and get closer to this will tighten up and mold your head like that. And I have noticed it does fit very well. I think this will fit just about any head, because when I first got it, it was really big. So I mean, if you got a huge head, you probably won't have to tighten it as much, but it'll still fit right. And yeah, it's some pretty good headgear. I'd recommend it if you need a face saver, and if you're looking for one that's not super heavy, because this thing is probably like the same weight as like a pair of gloves, I'd say. Maybe a little bit heavier, but when you throw it on, you don't really notice it at all, which is something that you don't really get out of face saver headgears, because this extra bar will make it a lot heavier. It'll feel that way, especially because it's more weighted on the front. But with this one, they did a nice thinner face saver bar. Like, it starts off thick and then it gets thinner and thinner. So they engineered it very well to where it's nice and balanced, and it doesn't feel like it's overloaded in the front, which you'll get that from some face savers. And it doesn't limit your vision as much, because they did make it nice and narrow when it gets to the middle. I would try to get you guys like a look from inside here, but it's not the best. Like, I can't get a very good angle. But yeah, see, it's not going to look like that. Like, it looks like you don't have very much vision, but once you get up right close to here, you don't really see this stuff as much. You'll see it a little bit, but you'll be able to see just about anything. So yeah, there's the Venum face saver headgear. I hope you guys liked the video. Please leave a like and comment and subscribe. I really need you guys' support. Try to get this channel up and going so I can review more stuff, and hopefully some of these brands will send me some free stuff and I can keep reviewing them. But yeah, there's the Venum face saver headgear. Thanks for watching.